1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Aisha Nayab. First, the headlines. Prime Minister launched Pakistan Medical Commission online service in Islamabad today to facilitate doctors, dentists and students to apply online for licenses, certificates and verification. Imran Khan launching Rahmatul Alameen Scholarship Program for intermediate and undergraduate students in Islamabad today said the federal government will provide 5.5 billion rupees for 70,000 scholarships annually. Minister for Religious Affairs says government will uphold Namus Risalat Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam Khatamun Nabiyyin. Finance Minister has appreciated the Japanese support for infrastructural and institutional development in Pakistan. Foreign Office says Pakistan fully supports the principle of responsible troops withdrawal from Afghanistan in coordination with Afghan stakeholders. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, All Parties Hurriyat Conference has called for complete shutdown tomorrow against the surge in Indian state terrorism. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has launched a Pakistan Medical Commission online service to facilitate doctors, dentists and students to apply online for licenses, certificates and verification. The service will also provide assistance to the physicians about the latest developments taking place in medical education and treatment. This reflects digitalization of the regulatory body harmonized with the contemporary trends of 21st century. Addressing the launching ceremony in Islamabad this afternoon, the Prime Minister said the service will help evaluate performance of the medical colleges in a transparent manner. He congratulated the PMC team on establishing the online system of verification and said that the step taken by the PMC will improve the standard of performance and standard of the medical colleges in Pakistan. Imran Khan assured the PMC of all-out help from the government in this endeavour. Prime Minister Imran Khan launched a Rahmatul Alameen Scholarship Program for intermediate and undergraduate students in Islamabad today. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister said the scholarship will be available to all the Pakistanis, including non-Muslims. He said the federal government will annually provide 5.5 billion rupees for 70,000 scholarships. The Prime Minister said a total of 350,000 scholarships will be provided in 5 years at a cost of 28 billion rupees during 5 years program. He said the provincial governments of Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa will also separately provide scholarships to the students. Imran Khan said that no nation can make progress without education and the present government is especially focusing on the education sector with the aim that our youth learn from the Sunnah of Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam Khatamun Nabiyyin. Pakistan is currently facing third wave of COVID-19 and the government is taking necessary measures to combat it and it has devised a elaborate plan of vaccination across the country. This was stated by the Prime Minister Imran Khan while talking to Chinese Ambassador Nong Rong, who called on him in Islamabad today. The Imran Khan underscored the transformational significance of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor and reaffirmed Pakistan's commitment to expeditiously complete CPEC projects. During the meeting, the Prime Minister congratulated Chinese leadership on successfully achieving the momentous goal of eradicating extreme poverty from China. He underlined that Pakistan is keen to learn from China's experience of poverty alleviation as well as development. Imran Khan added that the people of Pakistan look forward to welcome President Xi Jinping to Pakistan at the earliest convenience. On this occasion, Chinese ambassador in Pakistan Nong Rong said that China will do its utmost to help Pakistan deal with the surge of COVID-19, including expeditiously provision of vaccines. Pakistan and China have reiterated to enhance bilateral cooperation in diverse fields, including in fight against COVID-19. Chinese Foreign Ministry said in a statement in Beijing that Chinese Assistant Foreign Minister Yao Zhifo met with Pakistan's ambassador to China, Moinul Haq and exchanged views about bilateral cooperation. Both sides agreed to enhance coordination and cooperation in connection with the 70th anniversary of the diplomatic ties between the two countries and considered it as an opportunity to promote greater development. The Federal Cabinet has approved the proscribing of Tehreek-e-Labbaik Pakistan, and a reference for TLP's dissolution will be filed in the Supreme Court. This was announced by Interior Minister Sheikh Rashid Ahmed, flanked with the Minister for Religious Affairs and Interfaith Harmony, Dr. Nurul Haq Qadri, at a news conference in Islamabad this afternoon. The Interior Minister said the notification to this effect will be issued today, while the summary for filing a reference in the Supreme Court for the dissolution of the TLP will be sent to the Federal Cabinet for approval tomorrow. Sheikh Rashid appreciated the personnel of the law enforcement agencies and police for restoring law and order in the country. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Nurul Haq Qadri said the government will uphold Namus-e Risalat Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam Khatamun Nabiyyin. He said the government has been trying its best to bring the TLP to the fold of mainstream political system. The religious minister said talks between the government and the TLP were underway on a draft of the resolution in the National Assembly, and the government had not backed out. This is Radio Pakistan. Minister for Finance and Revenue Hamad Azhar says Pakistan and Japan enjoy cordial and friendly relations over the years, and this relationship will continue to become even stronger with every passing day. Talking to Ambassador of Japan Koinura Matsuda in Islamabad today, he appreciated the support extended by the government of Japan for infrastructural and institutional development in Pakistan. The finance minister lauded the valuable investment by Japan in various sectors, particularly in the automobile sector, and affirmed to facilitate Japanese investors and businessmen for undertaking major investment initiatives amid rising demand for innovative business products and services in Pakistan. The ambassador of Japan said that his country greatly values its bilateral relations with Pakistan. Foreign Office spokesperson Zahid Hafiz Chaudhry says Pakistan fully supports the principle of responsible troops withdrawal in coordination with Afghan stakeholders. Responding to media queries, the spokesperson said, "We have seen the statement of U.S. President Joe Biden announcing that the withdrawal of U.S. troops from Afghanistan will start from the 1st of next month and be completed by 11 September this year." He said, "We also hope the U.S. will continue to urge Afghan leader to seize this historic opportunity for achieving a political settlement in Afghanistan." The spokesperson said Pakistan will continue to work together with the international community in the efforts for lasting peace and stability in Afghanistan. The spokesperson said Pakistan believes that there is no military solution to the conflict in Afghanistan, and a negotiated political solution through an Afghan-led and Afghan-owned peace process is important for lasting peace and stability in Afghanistan. The Azad Jammu and Kashmir government has launched an assistance program for the affectees of Indian firing at the line of control. Prime Minister Raja Farooq Haider Khan formally launched the program by giving away checks to the victims at a function held in PM House, Muzaffarabad today. Under the package, the heirs of the civilian martyrs will be paid 3,000 rupees each per month. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the All Parties Hurriyat Conference has called for complete shutdown tomorrow against the surge in Indian state terrorism. The APHC spokesman in a statement issued in Srinagar said that the Kashmiris would forcefully register their protest against the massacre of youth and destruction of residential houses by Indian troops in the past 2 weeks in Shopian, Islamabad and Pulwama districts. The spokesman urged the United Nations to take notice of the worst human rights situation in Jammu and Kashmir. Meanwhile, people staged a forceful protest demonstration in Srinagar today against the environment of fear and terror created by Indian occupational forces in the territory. And finally, the weather. Rain with wind, thunderstorm and isolated hailstorm is expected in northeast Balochistan, Punjab, Upper Sindh, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit-Baltistan and Kashmir during the next 24 hours. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletin on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.